Welcome to my channel Easy Learning. In today's video, we will be continuing with exercise 14.3 in which we were doing division of algebraic expressions. Okay, so we have to start from question number 4 today. The first question is 5 into 2x plus 1 into 3x plus 5, and this you have to divide with 2x plus 1. Now in this question you see the terms in the numerator are already in the product, so we can directly cancel the terms, right? So my solution to the question is 5 into 3x plus 5. This was a very much direct question. Now let's see the second part of the question, which is 26xy into x plus 5 into y minus 4. We are having all the terms in the numerator in the product, and this has to be divided with 13x y minus 4, right? Again, what can we do? This y minus 4 can be cancelled with this. X can be cancelled here, and we know 13 ones is 13 and 13 twos gives you 26. So what will be my answer? 2 and y from here, and this bracket which is x plus 5. Okay, so this was again a simple one. Let's see the third part of the question, in which it is 52 PQR, then you have P plus Q, then Q plus R, and then R plus P, which you need to divide with. It says 104 PQ, Q plus R, and R plus P. Now let's see what terms you can cancel. You have R plus P in the numerator and denominator. You have again Q plus R and Q plus R. We are able to cancel the terms since the terms are in the product with each other, right? This P and Q can be cancelled with P and Q. Let's write it so that it is convenient. 52 R P plus Q upon 104. Now we know 52 ones are and 52 twos are gives me 104. So my answer will be 1 by 2 R P plus Q. 52 upon 104, if you don't know, you can simplify it maybe by dividing with 2 and so on. Okay. Moving to the next part of the question, which is question number 4, says 20 into y plus 4, then you have y square plus 5y y plus 3, which you have to divide with 5 into y plus 4. Again, all the terms, y plus 4, a complete bracket is cancelled, and then 5 ones are 1 and 5 fours are 20. This is done. This is simple. So what I am getting, 4 into and this bracket as it is, which is 4y square plus 5y plus 3. This is done, as simple as. Now last part of this question, which is your part 5. This is x into x plus 1. Then in another bracket we have x plus 2. Third bracket we have x plus 3, and to be divided with x into x plus 1. Again, all the terms are in the product, so we can cancel x with x. This complete term x plus 1 and x plus 1 can be cancelled with each other, and I am left with x plus 2 and x plus 3. So this is how we have done the division of the algebraic expression. Now we have one more question in this exercise, which is question number 5, and is very important from the exam point of view also. Factorize the expressions and divide them as directed. If you see, I want everybody to pay attention with these parts, and this you have to divide with y plus 5. Now you see in the numerator there is nothing common which you can take out to cancel with the denominator y plus 5. But if I see my question very carefully, in the numerator I have a quadratic equation which is ax square plus bx plus c form. It means either I can make use of algebraic identities to write the factors, or I can use middle term splitting method, right? But if we do not have a perfect square number here, then we do not follow algebraic identity, we use middle term splitting method. So let's continue with this middle term splitting. Y square as it is, you have to split middle term, which is 7 phi, such that the solution should be plus 7 phi and the product of the constant should be equals to plus 10. So plus 7y, right? If I write say 3y plus 4y, I am getting the sum of 3y and 4y as 7y. But is plus 3 into plus 4 is equals to 10? No, because this is giving me 12, which is not equals to 10, but I need a 10. The product of the constant should be equals to 10. So what I will do, we will see for another combination what it can be if I do say 2y and 5y. So if you add 2y and 5y, I will get a 7y, and if I take the product of 2 into 5 gives me 10. It means we can write 7y as 2y plus 5y, and this last term plus 10 as it is y plus 5. Now again, let's recall the rules. When we have 4 terms, we have to do the regrouping in the numerator. Let's regroup y square plus 2y in one bracket, 5y plus 10 in another bracket, and let's copy the denominator as it is. Let's see what is common here. Y can be taken common. You are left with y plus 2. In this bracket, y plus 2 and y plus 5. So we have done middle term splitting method to get the solution of this question. Now y plus 2 can be common, y plus 5 in the denominator we have y plus 5. This is cancelled. My answer is y plus 2. So to solve, to find the division of such expression, what we have done, we have made use of middle term splitting method. In the numerator, we have written the factors and then cancelled y plus 5 with y plus 5. We are left with y plus 2, which is your solution of the question. Let's see the second part. Second part is m square minus 14m minus 32, which to be divided with m plus 2. Again you have a quadratic equation. You have to split the middle term. It means the solution should be minus 14m and the product of the constant should be minus 32. If I write minus 7m and minus 7m, I will get minus 14m. But minus 7 into minus 7 is giving me 49, which is not same as minus 32. So we have to see another such combination with which I will get the answer. If I write minus 16m and plus 2m, right? Now minus 16 plus 2 gives me minus 14. Similarly, minus 16 into plus 2 gives me minus 32. So it means I can write m square minus 16m plus 2m and minus 32, the denominator as it is. Still we get the factors in the numerator. Again regrouping, m square minus 16m, let's put it in one bracket, then you have 2m minus 32 in another bracket. Again you copy the denominator as it is. What is common here? M is common. I am left with m minus 16. 2 can be taken out common, m minus 16. You see both the terms, both the brackets are having the same terms, m plus 2. What can be common from this term and this term? I can take m minus 16 common. I am left with m plus 2. Again the denominator m plus 2. Now cancelled, and my answer to the question will be m minus 16. So we got the division of the given expression using the middle term splitting method. Okay. Now let's see third part. I would suggest you please pause the video and try to solve the question on your own, and then you match your answer with my answer. 5p square minus 25p plus 20, and you have to divide it with p minus 1. Let's do the, now you see here you have a constant. Either you do it directly with the middle term splitting. I can simply take 5 common, p square minus 5p plus 4 upon p minus 1, right? Now if I apply the middle term splitting here, what it can be? P square minus 5p I can write as minus 4p minus p plus 4. Because minus 5p, if I am writing it, it's minus 4p and minus 1p, the solution should be minus 5p, and minus 4 into minus 1 will give me 4, which is we are asking for, right? And let's put the denominator as it is. Now regrouping, let's do regrouping as p square minus 4p minus, here if there is a minus sign and I'm placing a bracket here, this becomes, how much it will be? Let me just rewrite it. This becomes p minus 4, and then you have p minus 1 as it is, right? What is common here? If you see what can be common from here, p is common. I am left with p minus 4 minus 1 p minus 4 as it is upon p minus 1. Now this p minus 4 and p minus 4 is common. You are left with p minus 1 upon p minus 1 as it is. Again you can cancel, and your solution to the question is 5 into p minus 4. I hope this is clear. Now let's see the fourth part of the same question. 4yz, then you have z square plus 6z minus 16. Again you have a quadratic equation in the bracket you see, to be divided with 2y plus z plus 8. Let's do it. This y can be cancelled as it is in product. This 2 2s are 4. So let's simplify it, and I can write it as 2z. Okay. And z square plus 6z minus 16. Again you have a quadratic equation where you have to split 6z such that the solution of the term should be this and the product of the constant should be minus 16. So how about if I write 8z minus 2z? 8z minus 2z is 6z, and 8 into minus 2 is minus 16. So I am placing it as z square plus 8z minus 2z, and this minus 16 as it is upon z plus 8, since 2y we have already cancelled. Now what we will be doing, we will again apply regrouping. Z square plus 8z, if I put in one bracket, this minus, and 2z plus 16 goes in another bracket, then z plus 8. Taking out common from the brackets, what is common here? Z is common. I am left with z plus 8 minus 2 is common. You will have z plus 8 here. Again this z plus 8 as it is, right? So 2z, now from this term and this term, z plus 8 can be common. I am left with z minus 2, and in the denominator we have z plus 8. Cancelled. What is my answer? 2z into z minus 2. So these questions are a little lengthier but very interesting, since we are already done with the middle term splitting method. So using the same concept, we will be finding the division of various expressions. Okay. Let's see next part of the question, which is question number fifth part of the same question, which is 5pq to be divided with p square minus q square upon, you have 2p into p plus q. Now this is very interesting. In the numerator, if you see, it is in the form of third algebraic identity, a square minus b square, which gives me a plus b into a minus b. Using the same identity 5pq, we can write it as p plus q and p minus q. In the denominator 2p into p plus q. Let's cancel this. This p is also cancelled. You are left with 5q into p minus q upon 2. This will be the solution to my question. Sixth part as 12xy, then in bracket you have 9x square minus 16y square to be divided with 4xy into 3x plus y, 3x plus 4y. Now this xy, I can cancel it directly, and we have 4 3s are 12. So in the simplest, I can write it as 3 into 9x square minus 16y square, and then we have 3x plus 4y. Again we will make use of third identity in the numerator. 9x square is a perfect square number, can be written as 3x whole square. Similarly, it can be 4y whole square, and in the denominator we have 3x plus 4y as it is. Now using the algebraic identity which we have done, a square minus b square as a plus b, it is very important to write the identity with each part. 3 into, this can be 3x plus 4y, and this can be 3x minus 4y, and then you have 3x plus 4y, right? So this 3x plus 4y you can cancel with this. What we are getting? We are getting 3 into 3x minus 4y. So what we have done, I have simply cancelled the terms in the beginning of the question only. Now in this bracket, since I see that these numbers are perfect square numbers, I have made use of third algebraic identity, expand it in the form of a plus b, a minus b, with which I can cancel the complete bracket as it is, and my answer to the question is 3 into 3x minus 4y. Now we have one more part in this question, which is 7th part, 39y cube. Then you have 50y square minus 98, and then to be divided by 26y square and 5y plus 7. Now if you see, this is 13 3s are 39 and 13 2s are 26. This y square also I can write as y. So what I am getting, it is 3y upon 2. Now this 50y square and minus 98, if I take 2 common from here, 25y square minus 2 4s are 8 and 19, and then still if I extend this is 5y plus 7 as it is, which was given. Now I can cancel this 2 with this 2 again, right? So this becomes 3y. If I write it as perfect square numbers, it gives me 5y whole square minus 7 square, and what we have in the denominator, we have 5y plus 7. Now I'll expand the numerator using the identity a plus b, which is 5y plus 7, and a minus b, which is again 5y minus 7 and 5y plus 7 as it is. Cancelled it. So I'm getting 3y into 5y minus 7 is the solution of given question. So with this part, this exercise is done. I hope all the questions are clear to you. You can rewind it. You can understand the concepts and keep practicing maths on your own. That is very important. Till then, take care everybody. Bye-bye.